We'd love to see some just absolutely terrible query letters to feel better about yourself. My name is Jean. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing better. Well, for a bunch of reasons, I'm not going to pull out real queries that people have submitted and make fun of them out here on the internet. That doesn't feel like a good thing to do, but I asked my interactive tier over on Patreon to come up with what they thought the worst query letters in the world were going to look like, and they delivered. So first of all, there is a running theme of just way too many words. So we have 250,000 words, 430,000 words. The Way of Emperors, 430,000 word epic fantasy with war and magic, first of 10 books that could be seen as a shelf next to The Way of Kings. We also had multiple people say that they were comping straight to Brandon Sanderson, that there was nothing else in between. Dick's Sporting Goods, middle grade erotica novel. So we have like genre mismatch problems, we have misunderstanding of category, we have comp titles are 50 Shades of Grey and The Chronicles of Narnia. That would be a mashup of erotica and middle grade, but also please don't ever mash those things up together. I know that there's going to be somebody in the comments that's like, well, but this is all fake. This is all make believe. This is all people who have watched a lot of my query critique videos, who have been on Query Shark, and they have seen these query letters. So they are poking fun at things that they have actually seen out there in the wild, but we are not specifically calling out any one person's query letter, anything that was submitted in good faith. These things are real though. This is based on stuff that we have all actually seen. And this one, Sandy actually wrote a whole bunch of stuff that if you get a chance to go over there and like join that tier and see the stuff that she wrote, she's very funny. And I think it's funny to pull out, I can't read the whole thing, but continuing from above, and just a query letter that is so long that it doesn't fit on like 2 pages, 3 pages of information. Also a thing that we see in the inbox. It happens. This book will answer the many questions of people who were alive during the sightings of Mothman in this very specific time period. So it's translated into 13 languages, or left confused by the 2000 movie. Like weird, just really dialing in like a very specific audience. That these are the people that this is going to appeal to, but also this audience doesn't exist. Like these people are not the same people. And then this one I think is actually my favorite one. So, Dear Agent, I know you don't usually represent genre, but that's because you and your contemporaries are too small-minded to consider the kind of work I am creating. And then she also thinks that it should be a little bit threatening. Yeah, there's always like an undercurrent of threat in some of these like super crazy query letters. And again, these are all based on examples that these people have seen either in my videos, on Query Shark, on other literary agents that are talking about this stuff. This is real. I have seen people comp to the Bible. I have seen people just submit a like 60,000 word angry, slightly violent, and super misogynistic rant in the inbox. Like, the gobbledygook is gobbledygook.